Fauna surveys have been and continue to be a useful tool in the wildlife and ecology sciences. Conducting a fauna survey can assist in answering a specific complex question, to document the biological diversity of an area, monitor abundance change of an animal over time, and even assist in determining a species conservation value. However, it is critical that such a survey is carried out ethically with the correct methodology to ensure the objectives of the project are met, but also be based on sound scientific and statistical principles so results will be valid. This particular survey aimed to obtain a brief overview of what mammalian, reptilian and amphibian species are present in the Helidon Hills through the use of trapping and identification techniques. The Helidon Hill area is located in Queensland on the eastern side of the Great Dividing Range escarpment. This area has a range of vegetation types, from heath and open forest to closed scrub, making up an ecosystem that has the potential to house numerous fauna species. Within these hills, the study took place on 5 different properties: Hagadorn, Burkett, Valma, Ergon West and Ergon East. Environmental pressures such as logging and fires are pressures these study sites experience at different levels. These study sites were set up with an equal number of transects to ensure an equal chance of capturing was seen and to avoid bias towards any one property. The layout saw 8 lines for Elliott traps, with each line having 10 traps set and baited 20 metres apart, 8 cage trap lines with 1 trap placed in the middle of each Elliott line, and 3 lines for the pitfall traps with 5 traps set 50 metres apart. This saw a total of 400 Elliott traps, 40 cage traps and 75 pitfall traps set over a 3-night trapping period. Every morning the traps were checked, reset, and if an animal was caught, identified and recorded. Once the study had been conducted, the data from each property was collated and analysed. This showed us that out of the 1,455 operational trap nights, a total of 52 individuals were caught and recorded. 17 of those were Trichosaurus vulpecula, which was the largest number of any one species caught during this study. However, these were only caught on the sites that don't have a history of logging. But with saying this, when a general linear model was conducted, it saw an insignificant result, and thus, due to insufficient data, we cannot provide a valid conclusion about whether or not there is a correlation between logging activity and the mean relative abundance of this species. Furthermore, when we look at the properties individually, Valma was seen to have the greatest trapping success. Ergon East and Ergon West, the properties seen with both severe fire frequency and logging pressures, were amongst the lowest capture success. But, as Hagadorn, a property that, like Valma, is unlogged and has a low fire frequency, had the same number of individuals caught as Ergon East, suggests that the assumption that these environmental manipulation practices are negatively affecting species abundance is just that, an assumption. So while this survey provided an insight into what species are present in the Helidon Hill area, further study and research is required to contribute to the conservation strategies for these properties to achieve a healthy and sustainable ecosystem. Thank you.